right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Thursday, the 12th of July, and it's hot and steamy out there. I know we should be showing white wine, but for some reason, even in the dead of summer, we still sell more red wine than white wine here in South Florida. So we have got our annual Priorat tasting coming up just a little less than a week from tonight. And this is, like I said, an annual event. It's something that we do every year to showcase one of Spain's greatest wine-producing regions. There's only 2 DOCs in all of Spain. The Priorat was the second one added in 2009. Well, actually 2000 it was added, but Catalan, well, Spain is kind of actually a collection of small countries within one country, because Catalonia, where the Priorat is located, recognized this area as one of the greatest wine-producing regions of Spain in 2000, but it wasn't until 2009 that the Spanish government recognized the Priorat. And, you know, even though they've been making wine for over close to 1,000 years here, the cellars at Scala Dei were opened in 1163, where they introduced the art of viticulture to this area. It wasn't until recently that it's become recognized as one of Spain's top wine-producing regions. They just made bulk wine until 1985. When René Barbier moved in. Well, actually, in 1979, he bought property there. He was working at Palacios Winery in Rioja and discovered this area in Spain and convinced young Alvaro Palacios to come to the Priorat with him, and the rest is history. These guys began making wine in one winery. There was 5 clos at that time. It was Clos Erasmus, Clos Dauphy, which is now Finca Dauphy, and we have Clos Erasmus, Clos Martinet, and Clos Lorbach, with the original gang of 5 that got things going in the Priorat. And today, well, considerably more producers, but still a relatively small area. You can sit at some areas of the Priorat and see the entire wine-producing region. It's rather high in elevation. I remember my trip to the Priorat with Eric Solomon, and incredible, just the topography there. It was incredibly beautiful. The vineyards, incredibly steep. I remember when we were visiting the Maassduyks people. What wasn't Maassduyks? I'm sorry. It was the folks, another Priorat property there, and the vineyards there were so steep. I couldn't believe you could even get vineyard workers up there to pick the grapes. Roqueres de Pereira was the visit we were at, and just an incredibly beautiful place. And the low yields because of the natural high altitude vineyards, and then you have some vineyards there that are still close to 100 years old. The Carignan and Grenache, the 2 stars of the Priorat, and they've recently introduced Cabernet, Syrah, and Merlot, of course, but the real stars here are these 2 Rhone varietals, making very rich wines. And of course, the terroir, the dirt, makes a huge difference. This slate liquoril, what they call the soil in the Priorat, gives it a very unique minerality. And then they have that garrigue quality going on, which is kind of fresh flowers and herbs as well. You make for incredibly complex wines. California Cabernet drinkers love these wines because of their incredibly rich fruit, decadent fruit in there. And then you get some lovely freshness and acidity in these wines also because of the high altitude. So European wine drinkers love these wines. Incredibly concentrated and rich. And we have got close to 20 different wines from the Priorat, including one of the original 5. That's right, Clos Morgador will be here. Maassduyks, one of my favorite new wines from the Priorat, will also be here, along with some other great stuff. Check it out on this offering, along with everything we've got to offer you from the Priorat in the store. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.